Hey everybody, I am excited to be introducing our Module 5 film based on our discussion of independent film and independent cinema. It's one of my favorite films of all time. I rewatched it actually just last night, and it still is just so brilliant, and I'm very excited to be sharing it with you. And it's 2004's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which won a well-deserved Oscar for Charlie Kaufman's Best Original Screenplay. I know some of you had shared this was a favorite of yours in your intro, and if you're seeing it for the first time, I think you're in for a treat. In our module, we did talk about indie films being popularized in the 90s and have become a part of popular film and films that are critically acclaimed, Oscar-winning films often. These films include films such as Lars and the Real Girl, La La Land, No Man Land, Coda, which won the Oscar a few years ago. Many really great films are independent efforts. And I shared some great clips of those. Usually we can tell an independent film is independent because what it is it's made outside of the Hollywood studio system. It is not financed by major corporations or the Hollywood studio system. It doesn't mean that it's cheap. La La Land was made for millions of dollars. It looks great. It just means that Hollywood money did not go into making it. A lot of times a clue to independent film is that it's released by a distribution company that is not a major studio. Usually it's A24, Focus Features, which was who distributed Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It can be IFC, Roadside Attractions. These are usually clues, Neon, that a film is an independent film. Independent films often are more edgy, they're more character-driven, they're not worried about tying things up neatly, as we saw in Dog Day Afternoon in Module 3, where the ending is a little more harsh. Hollywood was like that in the 70s, even in the early 80s, where things didn't have to be tied up so neatly, but now things have to be put neatly. We have to over-explain things to audiences, spoon-feed them. Independent films often can be more daring, more edgy, and it usually gives actors a chance, whether they're famous or not, a chance to be really creative, to create characters outside of their persona that they're known for in Hollywood, and that happens in this film. So in short, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, in my opinion, is a great way to tell a romantic story. It's a science fiction kind of romance film about two characters, Joel and Clementine, who we see in non-linear time. Director Michael Gondry, I think, takes Charlie Kaufman's brilliant script and makes it very vibrant and urgent and exciting. He tells the story surrealistically. He tells it in non-linear time. We see the characters in non-chronological order. We meet Joel and Clementine, two people who have a relationship and experience together, and it goes sour, and they decide to break up. And there's this new medical procedure in the film, making it thus a little bit sci-fi, where it allows people to go to a doctor and have their minds erased of painful memories. And then when they wake up the next morning, they won't know about the relationship and they can move on. The interesting thing about the film that it kind of hints to is maybe you can scientifically erase memories, but really, can you erase fate and the heart? Will fate come in and bring people back together? And this is a great question I think the film asks and does brilliantly. Kate Winslet, who got an Oscar nomination, well-deserved for this, and Jim Carrey, who we know from his broad comic roles, they're just terrific in the film. Kate has made other indie films, but we see a different side to her than we might have seen in something like Titanic. She is a strong, independent woman in this film, but she's also very confused. She's also vulnerable. She's unsure of herself. There's all kinds of shades to her character, and it being a character-driven film, we get to see this. And this is a different side to Jim Carrey. Yes, he's made some other serious films, such as The Majestic and Truman Show, but this film really allows him to kind of shed his broad comic skills and be a more insecure, quiet, reserved character who uses small gestures to get his character across. We see him differently here than we do in bigger comedy films such as The Mask. So it's really a chance, as we talked about in the modules, for actors who are well known to really shed their persona that we see in Hollywood films and, kind of explore themselves differently and really stretch their acting muscles. And that's what independent films do so well. I really love this film. I watched it again last night. I'm not going to say it again. I'll keep saying it. It's brilliant. It just is an absolute brilliant way to make a love story and make it interesting and something unique. So I really hope you guys enjoy the film, and I look forward to your discussion on it.